Yo, what's up, crew? Good morning, good morning. Well, maybe afternoon or maybe evening, depending on when you do your homework. Not a big deal, regardless. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. All right, so today's topic, what we're going to get into is going to be progress, not perfection. All right, this is one of our core tenets over here at the Strength House. We believe fully in everything you do is all about just developing progress. You know, you've heard the term 1% at a time, one day at a time, that kind of deal. It's the same philosophy when we talk about nutrition. All right. Many people, when they start a diet program, they tend to go all in and they go crazy and they go nuts and they're like, I cannot eat I can't sniff a bagel and I can't have a sip of alcohol. And oh man, I have these cookies in the cupboard that have been slamming for the last 3 months and I'm going to have no willpower to say no. The idea with nutrition is it doesn't have to be all or nothing. A lot of the great benefits we're going to find and how I treat myself nutritionally is going to be finding that delicate balance of giving yourself a whole nutritious meal, feeding yourself well, following pretty good tenet and principles, but the idea that we have wiggle room for mistakes. We aren't going to be perfect 24/7. We all have occasions, right, where we're going to be drinking or eating a little bit more than we normally do. The idea is to be patient with yourself and understand that this is a process, right? So we love the term progress, not perfection. All right, let's talk about the three big things. All right, the problem first. The problem lies in where we're looking at, one of us, our nutritionist or a gym gives you a diet program and they say we're not going to do anything we're not going to drink for 6 weeks and we're not going to eat a carbohydrate that's not a carrot for 6 weeks and we're not going to blah blah blah. Cool, we get in our head that the only way to succeed is perfection, when in reality that is probably the fastest way to fail. All right, we like to use the analogy of you're sitting in class and you have a test that you really haven't studied for, maybe you're not strong in that subject matter, and you bomb it, you get an F, right? Well, if everyone around you is getting an A plus and your expectations are A plus and blah blah blah, everyone says it's the easiest test in the world, what's going to end up happening? One of two things, right? Less likely option, very few people fall in this category. They're going to push so hard that's going to eat away at them. They're perfectionists. They need to get better and better and better and better and better. But and eventually they may end up with an A, right? Or they might drive themselves crazy. More than likely, if you're one of the 99% of the people that fall into this category, right, we're going to end up quitting because the expectations are so large and there's such a massive gap between where I am and where I quote unquote need to be that it's unrealistic. It's like saying tomorrow I need to be a millionaire. It's a little unrealistic for me right now, right? I could try, but probably not going to be there. So what we want to look at with nutrition is going to be, can we incrementally develop skills to make this process easier and easier? So by the end of our 6 week here, what we're going to be looking at is maybe a B minus or a B, right? But it's a whole hell of a lot better than F, right? And it's way better than quitting. So what we want to do is, again, that I'm going to say it a million times. You'll hear our coaches say it too, right? Progress, not perfection. Couple keynotes here. I got two little plots real quick. I'm not going to go into too much detail. We want to have wiggle room. Okay, this is really important during a challenge period, right? We're challenging ourselves. We often think that there's no wiggle room. No, we're gonna have occasions where we're running home late from work, or your kids want food and you got to put it on the table, and you don't feel like cooking, and you're tired as hell, and you didn't have anything prepped, and whatever the case is, you're gonna do the best you can under those circumstances. Okay. In reality, it would be fantastic if we had all of our meals prepped and everything done, and we had a chef sitting in our kitchen and he's like, I got a high protein meal for you waiting for you, buddy. That's not the lives most of us are living, and that's okay. We're going to do the best we can, and we're still going to see amazing results. Okay. The other part, and this is equally as important, you need to have patience with yourself. Take this as a learning challenge, right? We have done a lot of things in our lives. We've probably done a million different diets. We've probably done all this stuff, right? We had to learn the rules of the game. I want to do the same thing here. I want to slowly build your skill set to the point where you are a little ninja in 6 weeks and you know how to, eat healthier without sacrificing the things you love. So a couple things again, We're talking about progress, not perfection. We're talking about giving yourself some wiggle room, all right? And then also be patient and be kind to yourself. It is so important. All right, I will catch you all next time. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys.